Brought to you by Blackmagic Design, the world's highest quality products for the feature film, post and broadcast industries. Blackmagicdesign.com. And by the Tonkawa Film Festival, celebrating short films from around the world. tonkawafilmfestival.com.
So we got another film to go here. Now, this film was at both Overlook and at New Directors, New Films. Leviticus.
By writer-director Adrian Chiarella. It stars Joe Bird. It stars, from Talk to Me, stars Nicholas Hope, that some Australian crime cinema fans might remember from Bad Boy Bubby. And it stars Mia Wasikowska. Yeah, because and you know her from Alice, the Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland, and Crimson Peak, which is a favorite of mine, who plays Joe Bird's mother. This is a movie. This is a queer coming of age horror drama. This is another one that it's a horror movie, but it really employs a great love story between two boys who are figuring themselves out. This kid, him and his mother, Joe Bird's character name, and his mother moved to this Australian town after a little bit of some trauma from someplace else that they're trying to get over. But they move to this Christian conservative town, move into the church, and kind of get with the community because that's what they're looking for, community. He doesn't find it necessarily with the church folks, but he finds a friend in this kid named Ryan, which is played by Stacy Clausen. Most folks won't know him here. He's big on Australian television. But you'll recognize the fact that this kid is a Heath Ledger doppelganger. He's got great energy. He's a really good actor. I don't want to just put him off as just some lookalike. But the two of them instantly click, and Naim figures that he's got himself a secret friend, because they have to keep it secret, especially in this town. Somewhere along the line, he goes back to try and do another rendezvous with Ryan, and finds that Ryan has having a thing with the pastor's son, the local pastor's son. And so in a sort of jealous, I don't want to say rage, because he wasn't really like raging, but in a sort of jealousy sort of jealous turn, he tells on them basically that he's seen the two of them together. And so the two of them are summoned to the church, and they're summoned in front of a deliverance preacher who has got some interesting ideas on conversion.
I see where this is going.
Yeah. So instead of them going to some sort of camp, he prays over them. But it's not just a prayer. At some point, it's a prayer. But then he pulls out this lighter, and he does a sort of ritual. Does some sort of it sounds like a prayer, but it's like a spell. And they instantly start convulsing. They start writhing around, and something is happening to them. The next day, when Naim tries to go and speak to Ryan, he tells him he doesn't want to speak to him. He doesn't want anything to do with him, and he's sort of in this sort of state, this traumatic state, him and the pastor's son. Turns out, because eventually something happened to the pastor's son that we'll believe. But basically, what is happening is once the spell is done to you, whoever it is that the person desires, whoever it is that they long for the most, is the person that comes to them when they least expect it to try and kill them, because it's not actually them. It's a shape-shifting entity that will take the form of whoever it is you desire, and whoever is under the spell. So they will change this being, this entity, will change whenever it needs to. And the longer it's around, the more it knows this person, this other person, to mimic, and will trap you like no matter what the level of escape that you try and do. There's no way to escape this being. And eventually Naim gets caught up in it, and both Naim and Ryan try to figure out exactly how to stop this being from trying to kill both of them.
That sounds really interesting.
It's interesting both in that the story of the two boys are very well established. It's one of those stories that if it didn't have the horror element in it, it would still be an interesting story.
It would be a coming of age story.
Yeah. And
a love story.
And a love story. And a well told one. But then you have this factor of this, and a brutal entity, this a wrath type of being that will try and kill you in ways that is just horrific. Like, who thinks of that? Wow. to try and kill somebody with? It's really good. As far as like, is this scary? I'll just say this: there was a man sitting next to me who had a crisis. There was one scene in particular, a jump scare, where the man hit the seat. I mean, he literally like leaped out of the seat. So there's at least two of those.
Okay.
And that one, but I'm sure he like sprained something jumping out of it.
This is the BTRP Media Network.